Hello everybody, this is Stephen Whitfield with Drilling Contractor here at the 2024 Abu Dhabi International Petroleum Exhibition and Conference, otherwise known as ADIPEC. We are here on the floor at the Rockwell Automation booth, and I'm joined by Alain Hermans, who is with Rockwell Automation. We're going to be talking about a lot of data-driven stuff and some of the things that Rockwell Automation is doing both in this region and elsewhere. It'll be pretty cool to hear. So Alain, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
So one thing that's really been going on here at this conference is you're hearing a lot of stuff about carbon capture, and you guys are sort of involved in a lot of that stuff. So I want to first ask this. Obviously, automation, data-driven technologies, that's something that we're hearing a lot of also too within the industry. What kind of efficiencies do you think that data-driven systems can kind of help users unlock in carbon capture?
Okay, thanks for that question. And you have to look at it from two sides. So the first time is looking at capex reduction. So when you put a system together, you want to make sure that the data that you're going to capture is contextualized and is used in the correct way. So that helps customers when they design their system to do pre-simulation. We have Emulate 3D, a software to do emulation up front, to make sure you don't buy a bolt, you don't put an electrolyzer, you don't put anything wrong before you build the project. So once your project is up and running, by default, you want to understand, hey, how is my plant running? Am I doing the right thing? How are my pumps working? How are my fans working? And how do I get this data to meaningful actions? So what we do is we take data from the plant floor to the boardroom and we contextualize it. But not only Rockwell data, we take data from any source into a data mosaic software and we contextualize it and we provide decision-making dashboards to our customers. So that helps to reduce energy usage, that helps optimize energy usage. Should I start up an electrolyzer? Should I use solar power? All these things need data-driven decisions, and that's what we basically provide to our customers.
So I guess that kind of leads into this next question I had about sort of what are the offerings that Rockwell Automation has. I mean, we're here at your booth. I see a lot of different things here. So can you tell us some of the stuff that sort of helps in this area?
Yeah, so if you look, every customer, when you automate something, that's the first step. Automating is easy. But once you automate something, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to look for efficiencies? So what we do is we provide very intelligent controllers based on Ethernet IP that provides data from the instrumentation all the way up to the cloud. So we can do analytics of the data in the cloud. We can do it at the premise, depending on the customer preference. And basically what we offer is a variety of solutions. Either we do it from a controller, we do optimized lift solution for oil and gas. We provide a data mosaic that collects data from all over the place. But we can do also energy management. Because in these days, making decision on the source of energy is important, but equally making decision on, is my pump still running in an efficient way? Am I using AI, for instance, to do predictive or preventative maintenance? So all of these things are what we're showing here. And basically, Rockwell, the only thing we do is automation. That's the only thing we do, but we do it at the broadest spectrum.
So you guys have a number of things going on. One thing earlier this year, you guys announced this sort of work that you're doing with DrillMech.
Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about some of the stuff that you guys are doing there?
Yeah, so with DrillMech is one of our customers and one of our partners. So what we did for them, so if you drill holes to store carbon capture, you need to have very precise drilling. So for very precise drilling, because you need to find the bedrock where you can store it in, what we are providing to them is frequency drives that allows you to do what we call vector control. And although it's a technical term, basically it means you can control the drill at a very precise moment at the motion level. What we mean, we can move the drill right, left, up to a couple of millimeters. And that's very important because when you do that, when you also provide all the pumps for the water, because you need the water to cool down the drill head, you need that. What we did on top of that is that all of our frequency drives have what we call as an AI engine. So what they do is that when they detect more or less resistance, it will automatically change the power so that the speed always remains the same. And the last part of that story is that what we're doing is that the preventative maintenance. So we have AI in our drives that tells you, hey, by the way, we see that these thyrisors, or we see that this might fail in 2 months, in 3 months, you need to do some preventative maintenance on that. So really helping the customer from a CapEx and an OpEx point of view.
So you also do some stuff around wells here in the Middle East. Obviously, we're in the Middle East, so I got to ask about that. So tell us a little bit about that work.
Yeah, so when we created a joint venture with Sensia, so basically what we're doing is we're bringing all that technology under one company. So what we are doing is well depletion, optimization of well, making sure that we replenish the wells with the water once we are depleted. So we are making sure that the well lasts as long as possible. But not only that, we're also doing gas oil separation plants. We also do a chemical injection. So basically we work either with partners or with end customers to maximize their productivity.
Well, Alain, thank you so much for letting us know about the stuff Rockwell Automation's doing both here and abroad. Really interesting. Thanks.
Thank you, and thank you for the interesting questions.
And thank you for visiting Drilling Contractor.